From gaming reviews and industry news to nonsensical humor and mayhem, the usual suspects, your hosts, Kaiba, Zippo, and Silky Smooth. This is The Second Review.
Alright everybody, welcome back to another edition of The Second Review. I'm your host Kaiba. Over there, fiddling with his phone, Zippo.
You're lucky I'm not fiddling with anything else.
Well, you have nothing else.
You wouldn't be able to fit in the room.
Wow. Yeah, your inflated ego?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Really? We're going to start with old sounds?
Yeah. Old? That's Chewbacca. Chewbacca's never old.
Actually, he is old according to Star Wars.
That's probably right.
He's like 300 years old.
He is the shitless one.
Anyways, so the Silky Smooth.
I don't think he poops.
Hi. Coming in strong already, I see. I don't think he poops.
I don't think he does poop.
Where does it go then? How does he remove all the waste in his body then?
I don't know.
If everything in the universe poops, how can only one species not poop?
I don't know.
That's almost that's impossible. You know what? Get
That's not what I thought it was.
You're an idiot.
You know what? We got a tweet at Neil deGrasse Tyson. He can answer that question for us.
Right. I'm just guessing because he's full of hair, and it would take him a year to wipe his ass.
And I think we talked about this. They probably poop in like a river, and then they just wash their ass in the river.
Yeah, but they're in a spaceship all the time. How are they pooping in a river if they're in a spaceship? There's no way.
I'm not talking about on the spaceship. I'm talking about on the friggin' planet.
I mean, if they're like Star Trek, then go just the holodeck and then take a dump. Oh, man. Imagine someone coming in after that and just finding a big pile of crap in the middle of the holodeck.
What do you think? He'd have like a big roll of like logs, like news?
Yes.
And just start just walking through.
Imagine Deanna Troi. Oh, dear. There's poop in there again.
Oh, that Chewbacca.
That was perfect. That was just like her.
Gee, I wonder.
Don't shake your head.
But anyways, on today's episode, we're going to talk about 16 types of video games.
Yes.
Different types out there. We're going to get a little...
17.
17? There's 17th?
Yeah, there's 17.
It's like the mysterious third hole.
Never
mind. Anyways, also, we're going to have... What is going on?
Dude, you gotta take it?
Go on.
I don't even know. What the... Did you just like snort crack before you walked in here?
Hole. Third hole.
Oh, I'm not having this conversation with you right now. Anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about Far Cry 5, and we're going to give a 2-minute review on that one.
You're never going to make 2 minutes.
I'll make 2 minutes. I'll figure it out.
I'm putting out 2 minutes, 18 seconds. That's what it's going to be.
2 minutes, 18 seconds. We're going to put bets on this shit?
Right.
All right, what's the stakes?
I'm going over.
Ooh,
yeah,
so you're going to say 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
Well, 2 minutes and 19.
Oh, shit. He's fucking pulling a Price is Right shit on you, dude.
Yeah, but it was under with your mom.
What?
Anyways.
So what's the stakes? What are the stakes now in the bet?
Crack is whack.
So... What? Okay, that was more appropriate to
All right,
it.
thank you.
But what are the stakes? I want no stakes.
There's no stakes.
Why?
Well, first off,
because you can
you
guide
put
it
a
any way
bet
you want
right
to.
down.
yeah, you can. This is not really fair either way because one person can manipulate the other.
Yeah, exactly. I can ask a question in the middle of it.
No,
or
you
he
can't ask a question in the middle of it.
Right, he can. And
you
then
gotta go right for the review, and then you can ask your questions after. That's the whole
he might
point
still
of it.
do that, and
But
then
anyways,
the whole thing's skewed.
The other thing is, we're going to talk about a follow-up story we talked about almost 2 years ago.
Mm.
And this is something that a lot of people out there don't probably remember us talking about. We do because it was funny as hell. So we're gonna we got some news about this certain individual and a certain something and a something other, and then we're gonna finish up with the news.
The nudes.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. Let's talk about these types of games. Let's go. Wrap them off.
All right. Okay. So I found an article yesterday.
You being
about
smart.
the 16 different types of video games. I added one. It was the 17th. So I'm just going to kind of rapid fire. You guys kind of stop me if you want to speak at me.
You found it, huh?
Yeah, I did. It was on my Google Pixel. That's a true story. So the very first one is going to be the mainstay. That's going to be your main game, the game you play every week, if not every day.
Okay.
Then you have the time waster. And like the mainstay for me would be Fallout 4. The Time Waster would be kind of like a goat simulator, where I play a lot with my nephew, and we have a ton of fun with it. It's just mindless fun. It's just wasting time. The Fave, which is not necessarily you play a lot, but you always look fondly on it. That would be Skyrim for me. I just don't play it a lot because I don't have it on my computer right now. You have the Traveler. That's going to be more along the lines of your phone and or Switch or something like that, whatever your favorite game.
And are these like legitimate, like these are legitimate types of games.
Yeah.
Not like sitting here going, this is crap people made up. This is actually like documented, legitimate.
Sure. Then there's
there goes legitimacy right out the window.
Because if it's not legitimate, then it was Nick who found this. The Socialite.
Wow.
The Socialite, and that's going to be the online game where you're not necessarily playing the game as much as you're just kind of hanging out with your buds.
Okay.
Then there's Socialite Local, and that's where you're kind of hanging out with your buds in the same room together.
So kind of like a LAN party or
or something like that, or split screen, or what was that? 007.
That was split screen.
GoldenEye. Yeah, that was awesome. The Newsmaker. That's a game that you kind of like. You hear a lot about. You end up kind of going to play it. Probably Andromeda would be an example, just for the fact it wasn't good, but it was in the news everywhere because it sucked balls.
Well, you could also throw out a bunch of other games, but okay.
The Spectator Sport. Who speaks for itself. Pretty much, sit around watching someone play Madden. I do that all the time. The Ego Boost. That's going to be the ones where it's more of a button masher where you know you're good at. You go into there and you play other players.
Smash Brothers?
Yep, exactly. In fact, that was in there,
yep. Really? I didn't know.
The Podcaster. That just says Jay
So
Zippo.
would that be like, oh yeah, it really says that?
It just says Jay Zippo.
It sounds like these articles were heavily edited before coming into the show here.
No, it's raw.
Raw data.
Raw like I was with your mom. The Bad Habit. And that would probably be Fallout 4 for me.
The Bad Habit?
Because I just can't stop playing it.
Is that really what the Bad Habit is?
Yeah, so it's the games you just can't stop playing. And for whatever reason, you just become addicted. And even though you know you should be playing other games, you keep playing that game.
But, so could that be used for like pretty much everybody out there that's streaming right now?
Not necessarily. I mean, if they stream the same thing over and over again, yes.
Okay.
But if, like, I know you play a different game all the time. Every time you're like, oh, I just play this game. I play this game. You don't even ask me anymore. It's like, oh, you Fallout 4 or Breath of the Wild.
Well, especially when Starfield gets announced, we'll know what you're playing after that.
Ooh, yeah, exactly. The Guilty Pleasure. Yes. It's the ones that are not really that good, but,
That was a really bad Vincent Price right there.
That was Vincent Price?
Sounded like it a little bit.
That was just indigestion.
I wouldn't say that was.
It's a little bit.
The Palate Cleanser. That's what I'm not too sure about. Sometimes you want you want an interesting game to serve as a change of pace from the time wasters and mainstays in your life. So the Palate Cleanser would be something that would be an in-between your mainstay games.
Okay.
The Second Job. Oh, that's my hand. 15. The Mountaintop.
What?
Occasionally you want a challenge. So I think that's a game where a Dark Souls.
Okay.
That you're like, okay, I want something that's really going to challenge me.
Okay.
I don't like mountaintops because I want to enjoy a game. I don't want to be fucking frustrated with it and throw the controller across the room.
Okay.
And then the 16th one is the Maybe Someday. And that is everybody who has a fucking Steam account that has 72 games. Actually, I don't. I have 60 games sitting in there and I play 4.
Well, that's just because you're weird.
Probably, yes. But probably those 60 games that are sitting in there, I paid maybe $120 for all of them because it's the Steam account. Game is $120. Steam sale, it's 5 cents. Woo, I'm going to get that. I'm going to play it. And I don't play it. And then the 17th, the mysterious one.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure you can guess what it is. Titties!
But
games with titties. And ass.
But that's every game.
Not really.
Like, everything on that list right there is literally like intertwined into every other version.
I know.
Who came up with this list?
Nick.
Did you really come up with this list? Because honest to God, that would be like the pimp slap of doom to you for coming up with this list.
Yeah, but see, the titty games are important.
He came up.
with that titty thing.
I know he came up with the titty thing.
No, I didn't come up with the list, but I found the list.
Hang on, give me the.
So, anyways,
Give me this
titties
list.
are
That
important
shit makes
because
sense.
they will sustain a baby's life, also give great enjoyment to men everywhere, and they're fun to fondle, lick,
So let's see here.
and you can even
So
slide
okay,
your
now is
sausage
it
in
like
between
is
them
this
if you
like one of
want.
those quizzes where if you guess like 4 out of 10, you're like considered like an addict or some shit?
All right.
Because I can
we
see
had
here
more
it's like
time, I
you are
would've-
the mainstay, the time waster, the fave, the traveler. Let's see here.
I would have went through like what games
the
I
ego
thought would be
boost.
that, but we just I don't
Let's
want
see
to
here.
waste too much time on that.
The guilty
so.
pleasure.
And I wanted to talk about titties.
The second job. I would consider you part of the mountaintop too.
I don't like mountaintop.
The second job was World of Warcraft for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally see that.
That was that was Star Trek Online for me for a long time. No, I'd say the second job is you, and then maybe someday.
Do you like the information under number 17?
Yeah, there's nothing.
It just says titties.
It really doesn't. Look at that! Look at that YouTube. Really, it does say fucking titties right there. This is ridiculous.
Because Fallout 4, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that'd be
I don't
that.
know if
You'd
I'd
be
play
number
it nearly
17
as
too.
much if I didn't have titty mods in it. Now, mind you, there's lots of mods that have. I probably have an additional like 200 different weapons, all different armors and stuff, and that's awesome. But if I didn't have the big tits and the tight outfits, I don't know if I'd still be playing it. Because I figure if I'm going to be looking at a character for an extended period of time, I don't want to be looking at a dude. I want to be looking at a chick.
Chicks, man.
Chicks dig me on the internet, interwebs.
Chicks, man.
I got a face for the interwebs.
Okay,
I
so
just think it's the opposite. Is that you want to play a girl because you want to be a girl.
ooh, that's
So
a,
that's
I
that's
would
a-
why
never leave
that,
the
that's
house.
the
You
That's
just
the
wanna
full
be-
I would
tilt
have
argument
a
right there.
permanent stink finger.
You could have a permanent stick finger now, you dummy.
I wash my balls.
Oh,
Stink finger is not your fucking the vagina. You
Yeah, it
idiot.
is.
No, it's not.
It's your pooper.
Yeah.
It's
Not
right
my
up the-
pooper.
It's right.
Oh my god.
No,
You're-
stink finger is a
It's the
vagina.
prostate.
No, it's not.
Yes,
the
it
prostate
is.
exam, dude.
I
It's the up the.
There's
face,
even a
up
game.
the
There's
butt.
like a
No way.
video on it, and the girl's like, "Oh, I'll give you the stink finger," and she like grabbed her crotch. And
That's because she was probably freaking like a trailer park homeless bitch. But the sting finger is your ass.
I mean, I can understand how it could be, but it's also I always assumed it was the vagina.
Anyway, you're 9 out of 17. No, you're 10 out of 17 on the list.
Right.
So I consider you a hardcore addict right now.
I was.
All right. So the online slang dictionary says a finger that has been recently inserted into an anus or a vagina.
Okay,
But
so
I still think when I think stink finger, I'm like, ugh.
yeah, unless it's like trailer park homeless bitch.
A permanent fish finger. How's that? And I don't rub fish between my butt cheeks either, so that doesn't work. That's a great lead into Far Cry 5.
Oh yeah, so we should do the review, the 2-minute review of Far Cry 5. You got the timer ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Go. Timer.
All
Clock. Timer. And we
It
have
says
to.
12 minutes. All right.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, do it. Okay, so basically, if anybody's ever played a Far Cry 5 game, it's an open world exploring video game that you can play. This time around, they actually Why I can't see the clock?
Oh, come on, keep going.
Oh my god! All right, this time you're actually coming back to home, and you're actually going into the fictional area of Hope County, Montana, where you're actually going after a cult. Now, this guy his name is Joseph Seed, and he is literally the fuck out there. What he actually ended up doing, he took over Hope County and split it 3 ways with all 3 of his family members. And basically, you are a deputy that actually goes in to Hope County to actually try to arrest him when everything goes sideways. Now, in the story, is basically the game is completely open world. Did it actually stop?
No, go. It's going.
Okay. It's completely open world. You can do whatever the hell you feel like doing. You can play any mission you want, which is actually really nice. However, the big issue with that one is obviously you could get lost. But the developers actually did a really cool thing. They put a lot of side missions, a lot of miscellaneous tasks in there to keep you on target.
Okay.
So for that, I gave the story a 9.5 out of 10.
Oh, damn.
Graphics. Everybody knows that Far Cry has always tried to push the envelope, and ever since their inception of Far Cry Predator, they've always constantly kept adding and adding and adding. This game, beautiful.
It looks gorgeous.
It looks gorgeous. And if you're playing on PS4 Pro or you're playing on a Xbox One X, very good. 9.9 out of 10. Gameplay, come on. It's Far Cry. It's so fucking good. Everything feels good, looks good, feels unique. Cars feel unique. Guns feel unique. For that, I give it a 9 out of 10. For a final score, 9.2 out of 10. And I got
17 seconds left. We were both wrong.
Actually, no, I was kind of fucking running through that as quickly as I could. So but anyways, no, just really to be Far Cry 5 is just a gorgeous looking game. This game looks good. It plays good. The story is captivating. It's just overall a great time.
Thank you for listening to the podcast.
Stay tuned for your local news.
Or local nudes from Nikki.
Ooh.
Is it my turn?
Unless you don't want to talk about Far Cry 5.
I mean, I've never played any of the Far Cries, so I wouldn't know where to begin to talk about it.
Well, nothing is linear. None of them.
He just does stuff.
I know.
No, Far Cry has never been really like say God of War, where everything is in a linear story. Far Cry is just an open world. Do what you want. Play what you want. And I know we talked about like going back into the season pass when we're talking about the DLC, and it's just this game's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And I don't know. I
like the AI in it. I've watched a bunch of gameplay of it, and I'm finding that the AI is not revolving around you.
Mm-hmm.
It just knows its environment. It does it where a lot of the AIs of other games.
Yeah.
If you're not in there, they just like pretty much stand still, do nothing. This seems to be very active.
I think this might actually make you want to look at it, maybe renting it at least, is that the developers of the game actually did that exact point. They didn't want to make a game where everything is already set in stone. They decided to take the time and take the headaches with creating a procedurally generating world. Where, the other day, I was actually just playing, the other night, getting some gameplay footage, and I was talking to a hunter. You run into hunters randomly throughout the game. And the minute I turned my back to her and started walking away, a mountain lion came out of nowhere and killed her. And then ran off.
Did you loot her body?
Oh, yeah, I stole her shit. She's dead. What does she need it for? I need it. I got to wage war against the frickin' crazy family. But, yeah. But the nice thing also is that the game lets you play the way you want. So if you want to do a couple missions over in one area, head over to another area, do some missions over there, head up into the other area, do some missions, and just keep rotating around. Or like I did, cleared out one section, move on to the next one. So, I mean, oh my God, it's just such a great game. I can't believe...
It's on PC, isn't it?
It's on PC, PS4, and Xbox.
Gotcha. I really need to swap out my hard drive because I have zero space.
Well, you know what? You gotta get rid of all that midget porn, man.
Midget porn would just be small. Nick, come on. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was actually. Not even mad. I'm impressed.
Yeah. All right. I think that might be a podcast first.
Are we going to talk about our pool man?
Yes. Yeah. Let's get right into him.
Pool story.
So, let's kind of...
All right. So, to preface this story, 2 years ago, I brought up an article about this kid who was arrested multiple times for fucking pool toys out in the yard.
Oh, he found it.
And he
looks like a winner.
Has recently been fucking pool toys again. Go ahead.
He was arraigned on December 7th, so I don't know exactly when it happened. They didn't tell us exactly what happened, but he got in trouble again with the
usually when you go to your arraignment,
it could be a while.
Yeah, it could be a month, 2 weeks to a month between when you got arrested and charged and when you get your day in court.
Because previous one, he was arrested when a witness observed him standing naked on Route 4 in Hamilton simulating sex with a pink pool flotation device. According to the police reports, the witness said he was in full view of nearby businesses and passing cars.
I mean,
I believe he does like the pink. That was the
yeah.
that was his
I think he
that's
likes
right.
the danger of it all.
pool
You know?
toy. No, I just think he likes to fuck pool toys.
Well, yeah, he's completely and utterly crazy.
I mean, you could do other things to be dangerous. You could just, like, jerk off in the middle of Target or something. But why
Still don't
pool
make
toys?
it dangerous. Just makes you perverted.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
like to be
what-
interrupted when I'm smacking the meat, so I'm never going to do
Yeah,
that.
but that's usually only
My
like
one
10
buddy-
seconds, so I think you're
My
fine.
one buddy who's married, he had to get one out, and he went to the kitchen with the laptop and headphones, and then
Oh, headphones?
and his wife caught him in the middle of the kitchen naked, freaking whacking it, laying on like sitting on the floor, about to
What?
I don't know, man. When you're
see,
married, this
I
life
get
shouldn't
that,
be like this.
but he didn't deserve it until he got to the headphone part. You have to know your surroundings. When you know you're doing something like that, you have to know your surroundings.
True.
I don't know, but what is this? His fourth?
This latest is his fourth.
The fourth time this man's been arrested in.
Has
Dating
it
back,
really been 2 years?
yeah,
Yep, 2 years.
just about 2 years. It was, I think, in June of 2016 when we.
Because he went
First
to
talked
jail
about
for,
this
I
one.
think, 7 months, and then he was on probation, and then he just got caught doing something else that we don't know, and then got arraigned December 7th, and they didn't tell what his sentence was again. But if you're interested in it, you tell this wonderful dude's name. What was the hell is it? Turberta? I can't even.
What?
We'll have it. Tobergta. Turberta.
You're close enough.
I don't remember his name being that ridiculous to say. But
Edwin Turbertka, 35, of Hamilton, Ohio.
Maybe it's Taborga.
Yeah, he was
Borgta.
2011, 2013, 2015, and just again in 2017. So it seems like he's got like a 2-year cycle.
all the pool toys.
See, just wait for like a seasonal markdown event.
You got a point, because it's always in the fall, I think. It's always in the fall. It's like, oh, I can get this pool toy for like 50 cents. I'm going to go fuck it on Highway 82. I don't know if there's a Highway 82 there or not. I'm just
No,
guessing.
there's no Highway 82 over there.
So
There's
that was
the 90.
that was our breaking news for the second review.
Yeah.
Edwin Turbertka.
Oh my gosh.
Turbertka.
I mean, it's kind of funny. You really think about the story, and we've talked a lot of weird shit on this show. Going back to the what was it, the top 10 weirdest marriages.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was fun. But this guy, I mean,
He's a special kind of strange.
yeah, that's at that point where you have to be in. If you're the judge, you really have to see this man coming in for fucking pool toys, and rather be like, okay, dude, I'm gonna throw you in jail for another 8 months because that seems not. It was like, we're gonna throw you in the funny farm where you can't get out.
That's what I think is probably going to happen, but they didn't say what was happening.
Speaking of follow-up stories,
Good lead-in.
the
Good
Nick and the
lead-in
Nudes.
there, Pope. Good
Thank you.
lead-in.
I tried.
Live from the news desk of the second review, I am Nick Stutzman. And here's the news. So Stan Lee, the legendary comic figure who has brought most, if not all, of Marvel's good, iconic characters to life, has been in the news lately for reasons beyond his comics legacy. Over the last month, several reports about Lee's personal life have uncovered bizarre attempts to capitalize on the 95-year-old's fortunes, and a new twist in the tale makes the saga even stranger.
He's 95.
Yeah.
Damn.
In the wake of the Daily Beast reporting that Lee's finances have allegedly been drained in part by ongoing disputes with his former business partner associated with Hands of Respect and a for-profit charitable organization that both Lee and his daughter JC were formerly involved with, this week's celebrity news site TMZ reported that the former business associate allegedly forged medical documents last October to instruct Lee's personal nurse to drain several vials of blood from Lee.
Does he have that much blood left?
That sounds like it coming right from his comics.
Yeah. Originally, they reported that people close to Lee were concerned the blood itself was going to be sold off into the form of actual pens, containing it as an
There's
ink
some weird fucks out there.
substitute, but an updated claim today from the site alleges that the blood has been used to stamp Lee's signature onto several recent Marvel comics, The Mighty Thor 700 and a variant cover of The Rise of the Black Panther #1.
So that would just make it so much more valuable. That's... I don't even know where to go with that.
According to TMZ, the comics are being sold at the Las Vegas Marvel Avengers Station, an officially licensed exhibition and retail store based on Disney and Marvel Studio Avengers movies, currently operating at Treasure Island, Las Vegas. The site obtained a certificate of authenticity. Sorry.
Good job on that one.
Authenticity. Included with one of the stamped comics, retailing up for $500, claiming that the signature on the book has been hand-stamped with Stan Lee's solvent DNA ink.
What the
Fuck.
That's...
Why not?
Wow.
This world is fucked up enough. Why not?
Yeah.
TLDR, when they reached out to Victory Hill Exhibitions, the Marvel Avengers Station parent company, their legal counsel responded with a succinct statement confirming that the comics have been previously sold at the location, but they no longer would be. The books have been removed from our shelves immediately. Okay. Amazon opens up about Echo Button games to developers. So Echo Buttons are the strange bits of hardware that come out of Amazon Labs in recent memory. Announced alongside the latest Echoes, the little light-up devices are designed to bring interactive gaming play to the Amazon Alexa Echo system.
Oh.
So the company's already announced a handful of compatible titles, and it goes that there's a list, and it's about to get longer. It opens up with a beta version of Gadget's Skill API for the hardware. Developers can platform to associate button presses with different skills and send light-up animation to the hardware. Previous version of the API led to the development of a number of experiences for the for $20 peripherals, including light-up playback of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech and Trivial Pursuit from Hasbro. Selections are nothing if not eclectic.
Huh.
Yep. They do have a Simon Tap Now, and Alexa will list a sequence of colors that players that match. The hardware works with the most of the Echo line, including the Echo Dot, Dot Show, Echo Plus, blah, blah, blah.
And I'll take all your personal information and send it to
Well,
investors.
Actually, that's a different story. PUBG creators finally decide a copycat game has gone too far and are filing suit. As expected, the massively popular online shooter PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, has been followed by a wave of imitators, particularly on smartphones. But it has been unclear if and or when the game's creators would consider legal action against any of these copycats. In particular, brief chest puffing incident involving the similar and hugely popular Fortnite Battle Royale came and went last year without incident. That changed on Monday with a lawsuit filed against NetEase, a Chinese game publisher with two very pub-like games on smartphones. The suit filed in the Northern California U.S. District by PUBG Corp. alleges both copyright and trademark violations by NetEase's mobile-only games, Rules of Survival, and Knives Out.
So if they win, will they get everything in yen? Or Chinese women? Chinese women. They can get paid in Chinese women.
PUBG is asking for the court to award damages and to have NetEase blocked from operating either game any longer.
Has anybody been in like the Google Play Store or like Apple
Or Steam?
or Steam? Like there are hundreds now.
Yeah, there's
how I'm wow.
Spyro the Dragon gets a remastered trilogy this fall. Earlier this year, rumors
Kaiba's got a boner over this.
swirled that he just went from 6 to midnight. That Spyro the Dragon would be remastered in the time for the 20th anniversary of the franchise. The original Spyro charmed PlayStation gamers back in 1998 with its plucky title hero and fun dragon powers. Now a new generation of players will get a chance to enjoy the brand new versions of Spyro's first 3 games with both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Activision officially announced Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which will include modernized takes on Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. Skylanders developer Toys for Bob is completely reimagining the games with noticeably improved graphics and cinematics. If you're happy to see Spyro again, you can thank Crash Bandicoot. The success of last year's Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy paved the way now for Spyro's comeback. You can pre-order now, and it'll hit September 21st. Okay. And last but not least, online gaming could be stalled by net neutrality repeal, ESA tells court. Entertainment Software Association is fighting the FCC's net neutrality repeal in court. A video game industry lobby is joining the lawsuit that seeks to reinstate net neutrality rules in the U.S., saying that net neutrality repeal could harm multiplayer online games that require robust internet connections. The ESA, Entertainment Software Association, yesterday filed a motion to leave to intervene so they could support the case against the FCC, our good old buddy Ajit Pai at the Federal Communications Commission. The lawsuit, filed by a mix of Democratic state attorney generals, tech companies such as Mozilla, and consumer advocacy groups, seek to reverse the FCC's December 2017 vote to eliminate net neutrality rules. The ESA says members will be harmed by the repeal because the FCC's order permits ISPs to take actions that could jeopardize the fast, reliable, and low latency connections that are critical to the video game industry.
Get 'em.
Get her.
Get 'em.
Get her done.
Wow.
The case right now is titled Mozilla Corp versus the FCC in the United States of America.
Well, Mozilla needs to get on their fucking browser because it's fucking shite.
All right. That's it.
We're good?
That's it.
That's it? All right.
Let's go.
All right. Well,
I gotta look up 6tomidnight.com. I wonder if that's available.
God. All right, anyways. Well, for Jay Zippo's...
Why did you grab my shit?
Because I'm showing the camera.
Oh, okay.
Can I show the camera shit?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Anyways, for Jay Zippo's...
It's real, camera.
It's a real document, guys.
Show them the number 17. It's the best one.
That's the number 17? Right there. Right there. You see that shit?
Probably not because it's not autofocus.
But anyways, for 17 types of games, if you register 10 or more on this, you're considered insane.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I don't think that's true.
Don't
Crazy.
Look at me.
Crazy. Weird. Basement dwellers? No? Anyways, for Far Cry 5, great game. If you agree with our review, yay. If you don't, okay. For Edwin Torbakta? Anyways, dude, I really hope they throw you in a mental hospital because it sounds like you really need fucking help. Especially if you're on a every 2 year kick.
That's why I think he's going, because I don't think they're not mentioning anything.
You think he's finally reached the funny farm?
Yes.
Do you think they put him in a padded room?
Probably not. He'd probably fuck it.
For Jay Zippo.
JZippo.com.
Silky Smooth.
Hi.
I am Kaiba. Catch on the web, secondreview.com. That's the number 2 ND. Also find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Jay's mom, and...
Tattoo on her ass.
Ooh. We'll catch you all on the flip side.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, we did it. Oh, 35 minutes. Oh, we're good.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's awesome. Yay. Stuffs and things and stuff.